I mentioned last time how I don't have Maggie in any of my videos because she's too big to fit. So I thought I'd just put this at the beginning because I wanted to show you guys my dog Maggie. So welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about Doctor Who Series 2, Episodes 5 and 6, which is The Rise of the Cybermen and The Age of Steel. I think these episodes are a great reintroduction to the Cybermen. But let's just kind of start off with the premise. So, the Doctor, Rose, and Mickey land in a parallel Earth, where it's kind of like a dystopian version of our Earth. It's London, because of course it is. And this is a universe where Rose's dad is still alive. And him and his wife are really successful. And Mickey's grandma is still alive. But there's also this there's this evil corporation called Cybus Industries, and they're pretty much creating Cybermen. You know, we've seen this a lot. If any of you have listened to the Big Finish audio spare parts, I think that's what inspired this episode, if I'm not mistaken. Really great audio. It has Peter Davison in it. Really, highly recommend. It's on Spotify for free, by the way. But yeah, so Pete Tyler is working part of the Cybus Industries, but he doesn't exactly know what's going on. And the whole of the first episode is kind of introducing the alternate reality, and there was this group of people, I guess, kind of reminds me of the team from The Matrix, who kind of come in and try to stop the Cybus Industries. And one of them is a parallel version of Mickey. His name is Ricky. And there's other people like this lady who reminds me of Judy Dent, this guy with the weird spiked haircut, which comes straight out of 2006, and yeah, a couple other guys who die almost immediately. So the something I don't like about this episode is how the whole first episode is building up to the reveal that the Cybermen are back, when it's in the name, Rise of the Cybermen. This is a common occurrence with Cybermen stories and Dalek stories, where the entire first part is building up to the cliffhanger that, oh my god, the Cybermen are back. We see this a lot. Tomb of the Cybermen, Attack of the Cybermen, Revenge of the Cybermen. I'm sure those others. But yeah, I don't know. That's my only thing I don't like about it is that they try to pass it up as like this huge big thing. With like David Tennant's like, oh my god, it's the Cybermen. And it's like, yeah, we know. We saw the title of the episode. But besides that, I think this was a great two-parter. I think it's my favorite episode for Mickey because he gets a lot more independence. He saves the day in the end, and we get more character development for him, like with him and his grandma, and how he kind of blames himself for her death. That's really kind of sad. But yeah, I like how he makes the conscious decision to stay in the parallel Earth because he realizes that Rose and him aren't really a thing anymore. You know, I mean, if I were him, I would have realized that like last season. But I like how he kind of takes his future into his own hands. And the goodbye is really nice because it shows that Rose does care about him. Just not the same as he used to. And Billy Piper's acting is really good here. I always think she's a great actress. Not my favorite character because he's very self-centered and she kind of treats Mickey badly throughout the entire series. But I always liked Billy Piper's acting. The villain in the story, I'm not the biggest fan of. Well, like the main guy. It's continuing series' two tradition of the villains being evil bald guys, which I'm fine with. But I feel like he was way too over the top. He's just like, I will be the master of the universe, one of those guys. And I don't know, just not my favorite type of villain. I like more layered villains. But yeah, besides that, I think the Cybermen are portrayed really well here, except for the stomping. But they're very like physically present and threatening. I like when the Doctor turns off their emotional inhibitor chips, and they're like suffering because that shows like why they destroy their emotions anyway, because it's too hard to react to it while they're Cybermen. That's a very raw thing that I feel like Doctor Who hasn't really shown us before with the Cybermen. But yeah, besides that, I don't really have much else to say about it. Uh, I thought it was kind of a neat little thing. I feel like the effects for this episode were way better than most of the other episodes of this season. Maybe that's just me. Maybe it's easier to do like just men in costumes than it is to do like CGI monsters. You know, I feel like it looked more realistic in this one. But that's just me. But you know, normally I don't really care about effects. I just care about a good story. Let me know what you guys thought down in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys on Monday with a really bad episode, The Idiot's Lantern. But I'll be wearing the same sword because I watched them back to back today. So subscribe if you want to see that. I also post other videos about TV, movies, books, whatever I happen to be doing at the moment. And until then, peace.